What's up, my Madden Rebuild Warriors? My name is David, and I have a video many of you have been asking for today. Most of my comments in my videos, which are all slow simmed games of our league, it's an 8-team rebuild, but all the teams, every one of the games gets slow sim. We upload them all daily, every week. You don't miss a game. Every game is simmed and recorded and uploaded. It's a lot of work, but there's nothing like this in Madden Rebuild history. I guarantee you that. So I've learned a lot of things from running this simulation. We're into week 16 now, and I am pretty confident telling you my top 3 offensive playbooks for slow sim in Madden 24, and I put a bonus one in there, an honorable mention for you. So let me get right into it. But before that, please like and subscribe. Give me your comments. If there's anything else you want to know, I will try to answer in the comments. And if we get enough of the same question, I'll do a video just like this for you. So let's get into it. And what would be a list without something that just missed being on the list, but an honorable mention? Before I get into the top 3 slow sim playbooks, let's talk about the Indianapolis Colts offense. Really, the Eagles offense. Shane Steichen came over from Philly. It's the same playbook essentially in Madden 24. As we look through the stats, huge rushing production. Part of this is the players. Anthony Richardson, Jonathan Taylor, both superstar players. But this is a winning playbook, and it is a high-producing playbook. I think it's the same as the Eagles, but for whatever reason, it plays much better in slow sim than the Eagles. And as you can see, running through the stats, it's a top 5 playbook, and it has the Colts as one of the best records overall. And then another team that is running the exact same playbook you will see here is the Washington Commanders. They are 9-5, and they are starting to come on strong towards the end of the season. We're in a slow sim. Every game is slow simmed in this 8-team rebuild. We control 8 teams. If you're not aware, you can check out the entire season. We're in weeks 15 and 16 now. As you can see, record-wise and stats-wise, not as good for the Commanders as it is the Colts, but the Colts have abilities the Commanders players don't. But it is a winning playbook, and it is a top 5, top 3 rushing playbook in Madden 24. And now what you all have come here to see, let's get into the top 3 offenses. Number 3 is the Baltimore Ravens offense. Yes, this is one of the best playbooks. Now, you won't put up the throwing numbers, but you will put up big rushing numbers, and it will lead to big wins. It's kind of like the Indianapolis offense, but I think it is a little bit better as far as wins go. It's just as good as rushing. You can put up some really big games. You can throw and run against the best teams in the NFL in Madden 24. And we just saw the Ravens win a Super Bowl in this past season. And if you've ever done slow sim or quick sim in your other franchises, the Ravens are just always there. I mean, it's not just because of Lamar, and we know that because we also use this playbook with the Arizona Cardinals. Kyler Murray, 22 touchdowns and 4 interceptions. Very efficient. He's going to probably reach 1,000 yards rushing. Cam Akers probably won't reach 1,000 because Jalen Wright kind of cuts in on him. But you can see the tight end produces, the wide receivers produce. Just like the Commanders and the Colts, the Cardinals a little bit different in production compared to the Ravens just because of abilities or lack thereof. But this is a top 3 rushing playbook, and it is a top record producing winning playbook. And now it's time for number 2. Some people might say that number 2 should be number 1 and number 1 should be number 2, but I disagree. I think that number 1 has a little bit of an edge over the Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City Chiefs is a primary throwing playbook. And, of course, Patrick Mahomes leading the league in passing yards right now. Now, it's number 2 offensively, and they have a game up on the number 1 offense and its playbook, as you will see when we get to number 1. But the tight end and the slot receiver for this playbook will really produce big time. It's a winning playbook. It throws a ton. It's great in quick sim. It's great in slow sim. I mean, it's Andy Reid. It's Patrick Mahomes. It's just a great playbook, and if you want to say this is number 1, I I won't disagree with you, but as you will see when we get to number one, the number one I think is just slightly better. Although, I mean, 40 touchdowns and we're in like week 15 with the Chiefs is just unbelievable. So, number one, as you may have seen in the last clip, that the number one offense, in my opinion, is the LA Chargers. Number one, both quick sim and slow sim. It puts up passing yards that are very close to the Chiefs, but I think it has a little bit more of a run balance to it, especially when they get into the red zone. The rookie Travion Henderson is tied for the lead in touchdowns. He's well over 1,000 yards, and this playbook is going to, if the wide receivers, some of the wide receivers that get hurt, it's going to have 4 options go over 1,000 yards or just reach 1,000 yards receiving, tight end, and the 3 wide receivers. Sorry for stumbling there. It's third in points right now, but this playbook, like I said, the Chiefs have 1 game up on the Chargers, so the Chargers could be even higher. Justin Herbert is just on a roll at the end of this season. It's pretty much him and Mahomes neck and neck for the best team in the NFL. They just played each other in this game right here, and we saw the Chargers take the lead in the AFC West over the Chiefs. I'm telling you, it's a great playbook. Slow sim, fast sim, whatever you may be, you're going to get balanced production. And if you watch C4, he just did a rebuild with the Eagles, and he put them in the LA Chargers offense because of the offensive coordinator that just left the Chargers to come to Philadelphia, and he probably put up biggest numbers he said he's ever put in a rebuild. So it's a winning playbook, and a bunch of your players are going to produce. Now you can vary the production if you put the number 1 wide receiver in the slot. I have the number 2 wide receiver in the slot in this playbook, but Quentin Johnson just got hurt. He was going to go over 1,000 yards, and he was the number 3 wide receiver. And Cade Stover, the rookie tight end, he was out a couple games, but I still think he can reach 1,000 yards. So, in my opinion, the LA Chargers is the best playbook in Madden 24. It puts up numbers like we saw with the Cowboys before it got nerfed in slow sim. Cowboys is still a really good playbook, but I think the Chargers is now the number 1, closely followed by number 2. Debate me in the comments. Do you think I'm wrong? Do you think it is the Chiefs? If so, tell me why. You know, another thing is Patrick Mahomes is just an absolute monster, but we got Justin Herbert playing very well and with abilities in this rebuild as well. So if you haven't, please like and subscribe. All these games are slow sim. This is an 8-team rebuild. There's nothing like you've seen it before, and I hope this has helped you. If it's helped you, please let me know. Please let me a like, comment, whatever, and we'll see you next time for more tips.